guys, welcome back to the channel. It's John. Welcome back to another episode of Are They Mid? Today we're talking about Post Malone. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, share this with everybody. It really means a lot. Make sure you like the video too. Check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/salamiloop. I don't upload my Apex and God of War games from Twitch to YouTube because I play that exclusively on Twitch, but everything else I upload to YouTube. First one on the list is 12 Karat Toothache. The features on this album are pretty mid. I feel like the only one that's going for him right now is Doja Cat's feature. Beats aren't really repetitive, but they sound a little too kind of like serious-y, I guess. I mean, like he has the song with Doja Cat where it's like happy, and then he has Lemon Tree, which is kind of sad. But I feel like this album was just really not one of his greatest like drops. Out of the four he has, it's not really good compared to the other ones. So the next one we have is Hollywood's Bleeding. This was actually going to be the last one on my list, but I changed my mind because of this reason. It sold way more in the beginning than 12 Karat Toothache, with 489,000 sold in the first week. It has a variety of songs on there from, like, it's just insane. He has a shit ton of features on it. So then this pulls me into like my other reason of why it's so low on the list. Artists do this a lot recently where they just put on so many features on an album, and it's just like at that point you're just looking at the features of the song. You're not being original. You're just leeching off other artists, which, I mean, I get it. You know, bring value to people. But then again, it's like, just be creative. You know, like you can't really beat that if you're just creative. Which I'm not saying he isn't creative, but I just feel like this album is very uncreative on his behalf just because of the amount of features. He has some songs on there that sound great, and it's not a bad thing. You know, he has features he has one with Ozzy Osbourne, Travis Scott, SZA, Meek Mill. He had The Baby on there, which in my opinion, The Baby did not fit with Post Malone at all. The beats are catchy, but they're somewhat repetitive in a way. Would I listen to it a lot? Not really. No. There's definitely more songs on here than I would listen to than 12 Karat Toothache. Coming up on number 2, we have Beer Bongs and Bentleys. This fucking album is so good. This is a great album by Post Malone. If you do not listen to Post Malone and you are listening to this video and you're trying to feel you're on the fence about it, definitely listen to Beer Bongs and Bentleys. It's a great album. It's definitely more rap based than Post Malone is now, because Post Malone's going towards this whole like rock, country, pop scenario thing, which is cool, and it's a whole new thing for him, and like more props to him. But I like when Post Malone was like kind of more rap based. Yeah, so beats are diverse on this. He has some great features on here with Sway Lee, Nicki Minaj, yeah, G-Eazy. Like, they're just really good features. And the thing about this album is that there's very little features on it. I think there's maybe 4 songs that have features on it. So if you take this album, right, the 4 features that are on this album, and they're not I guess the biggest person out of all the people on this album is like either 21 Savage or Nicki Minaj. And then you go to Hollywood's Bleeding, it's just like there's double the amount of features on that album. It's a great album. Candy Paint, Sugar Wraith, you know, Spoil My Night, like these songs are just amazing. It sold 461,000 copies in the first week. Now, this is where you can actually see the comparison with features and without features. I could be wrong about this, because when I was looking it up, people are saying that Beer Bongs and Bentley did better, and then Hollywood's Bleeding did better, and it's like very iffy. Just read up a bunch of articles online, and it said that Hollywood's Bleeding sold a lot more than Beer Bongs and Bentleys. So, and I could believe it just for the fact of all those features on it. But Beer Bongs and Bentley is still a great album. You know, bring value to another person that brings value to you. It's kind of like a share community, especially in this industry. There's no rules, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, you know, just be yourself. Definitely a great, great album. I highly recommend you listen to Beer Bongs and Bentleys. It sounds like I'm shitting on Hollywood's Bleeding, and I'm not, because it's still a decent album. It's way better than 12 Karat Toothache, but it's like I don't like that about. I have like an itch for artists that put that many features on an album, and it's like, ugh, like, oh my god, dude, like, we want more of you, not more of all these other people. If we wanted to listen to these people, then we would have listened to their music, not your music, you know? So it's just shit like that. Coming up on number 1 is, you know, probably guessed it, it's Stoney. I listened to this entire album, man, and I was just in love with it. Stoney is a great album. The album itself didn't bring Post Malone to what he is now Whitey version did. This song was 8 times certified platinum, right next to Go Flex. That was 4 times certified platinum. This album only sold 58,000 copies in the first week, but Whitey version and Go Flex literally brought Post Malone to a whole higher standard and got him to go places where he wouldn't have thought of going, such as on late night TV shows with Jimmy Kimmel, getting all this publicity from popular like news sources such as like Forbes list, Billboard. It was like number 14 on the Billboard, I believe. Stoney has a sweet spot in my heart. This album is so good. Feeling Whitney is just a great song. I Fall Apart is a great song. I love Deja Vu. You know, not that many features on the album. You see Post Malone truly shine, and then it's great. Listen to this album. Beer Bongs and Bentley and Stoney. Definitely listen to those 2 albums, and you're set on Post Malone. If I had to give Post Malone a rating, so I really thought some of this, and I really gave it a consideration, and I don't want to give Post Malone too much of a low score because he's not bad. He's definitely not a cheesy artist. He's really good. So I'm giving Post Malone a 7.8. I don't know what video I said it in. I believe it might have been my Kasky video. I don't know, but I hate the number 7 so much. I have a fucking personal vendetta against this number because it's so, like, I don't know. This is the number that everyone picks, in my opinion. But the reason why I'm giving him this number is because he's not for everybody. Not everyone is going to like Post Malone. A lot of people that I've talked to say they either like the new Post Malone, the old Post Malone, or if you're like a diehard fan of Post Malone, then you just love him in general. Me, I like the old Post Malone before he started going towards like this more rock vibe. I mean, it's cool. Like I said in my older videos, I like when artists try to branch out and do different things. But this is, I guess, one of those certain situations where I guess it wouldn't really work out in his favor down the road just because of his latest drop. His latest drop, and if that's the new approach that you're going with, and the sales, like, numbers don't lie, I guess. So the sales didn't really do good, and I feel like it's just not really going to go well for him. Then again, prove me wrong, man. You know, like, prove me wrong. You know, drop a project, sell fucking over like 600,000 copies, and, you know, prove me wrong, dude. Blow it in my face. I would love to see it. He's not a bad artist. This Post Malone's a very creative artist. Post Malone has a lot of hate for his stereotype. You know, tattoos. He looks dirty. Like, that's what people say, and it's like, it's kind of mean. Shame that people criticize you for not showering, and, you know, apparently you smoke 80 cigarettes a day, but, you know, that's none of my business. So there's that. He's more of a singer than a rap artist, especially now with the direction he's going with this whole rock country pop vibe he's going for. He has a great voice. Post Malone has a really great voice. Not a bad artist. 7.8. Prove me wrong. You're not terrible, but you're not also like great. Your old work's better, in my opinion. This has been Are They Mid with Post Malone. Make sure you check out my Twitch. Not only do I game on there, I also react to some silly videos and shit like that. So my Twitch is twitch.tv/salamiloop. And if you just, for some reason, don't want to subscribe to my Twitch because you, like, personally hate my fucking guts and you just want to, like, you know, punch me in the face, then make sure you at least share this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you like the content that I bring you guys. It really means a lot. Make sure you guys interact with me. Check out my Instagram. Check out everything. Fan engagement, big thing for me. So yeah, without further ado, this is Slime Loop, and I'll see you guys in the next one.